Hi, I'm Eric Stangel.
I'm Justin Stangel.
And we were with Late Show with David Letterman for 17 years as writers, producers, head writers, executive producers, and all of that. And we're honored to be here today. And you know what else is especially nice is that this is the first time that Justin and I have been together since the show went off the air.
People don't like me.
When we came in as writers, one of the first things that we were responsible for was shooting with Dave on Fridays. So that's when we would shoot remotes. We were responsible for telling Dave what was funny and what he should do, which makes no sense and should not have happened because he's the guy.
Right.
But one of the pieces that we enjoyed shooting was with Rupert G. And we didn't create this piece. I think John Beckerman did. And we just shot some of these, which was fun with Rupert.
And Dave would get him to say, really funny, silly, stupid things. But there was always the hint of, these people have no idea that this crazy man yelling at them is wired for television. They're going to beat him up.
There was one that I was just thinking about today, which it wasn't the greatest piece that we did, but it was like, if you think about what we were throwing out there, it was kind of bizarre. It was Halloween and had Rupert, an adult, by himself, in costume, go door to door and trick or treat in the afternoon. There's a lot wrong with that.
You can't do it anymore.
No.
I mean, that was the wild, wild west back then.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
I'm a security guard.
I'm a security guard.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I made it myself.
Yeah, I made it myself.
Is the badge, let me ask you a question.
Trick-or-treating so early.
Is the badge too big? I like to get it out of the way so I can have a drink.
I like to get it out of the way so I can have a drink.
You know? Bring on the snacks.
So bring on the snacks.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'll just do some deep knee bends while I wait.
I'll just do some deep knee bends while I wait.
I'm Sheriff Bob.
I'm Sheriff Bob.
Yippee-yi-yay.
Yippee-yi-yay.
Do the knee bend. Come on, go.
Yippee-yi-yay.
Yippee-yi-yay. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you. Happy trick or treat. Happy trick or treat to you. Happy Goblin Day. Happy Goblin Day. Happy Goblin Day to you. Happy Ghosty Day. Happy Ghosty Day. Happy Ghosty Day to you. Happy Pumpkin Day. Happy Pumpkin Day. Happy Pumpkin Day to you.
There was one time that we were doing a special top 10 list, and we were doing it with Henry Kissinger. And he was going to read real excuse notes from elementary school kids. It was right before the show, and as usual, like, we're going to go over everything one more time. And I went to the green room with Henry Kissinger, and it was just me and Henry Kissinger. And I'm saying to him, like, 6 and 4 have switched, and now your cue is this, or whatever it was. And he stops and he says, "You have a very difficult job." And I froze. Like, he was the Secretary of State of the United States of America, and he told me that I had a difficult job.
Number 4.
Scott didn't practice last night because he lost his tooth in the mouthpiece of his trumpet.
Number 3.
Diane was late on Wednesday. She fell asleep on the bus and was taken back to the bus yard.
I hate it when that happens. It used to happen to me every damn day. Number 2.
Cody was absent yesterday because we were at disco bowling until 2 a.m.
Well, as long as it's a good excuse, we don't have a problem. And the number 1 favorite elementary school excuse note.
Tommy wasn't in school yesterday because he thought it was Saturday.
So one of the things that we would do is we would travel for the show to shoot remotes. And in 1998, we went with Dave's mom to Nagano, Japan to shoot segments for the Winter Olympics.
Dave would call and check in on her and how you doing. We would just hear Dorothy's side, and she'd be like, "Hi, David." Yes. No. Yes, I'm here with. No, the Stangels are here with me. Yes, Justin is here. No, David, I won't say that to him. No, David, I won't say that to him. That's rude. No, David, I won't tell him to get in a cab and go home.
We got back and Dave called everyone together and thanked everybody for their hard work. And he gave everybody a gift. And
It was
everybody,
a white box.
It was a box. And everybody opened the box, and inside there was a gold medal, which is awesome.
An actual bar of gold.
As a thank you. And so one by one, people are opening theirs and bar of gold.
And then I opened mine, and I had a silver bar. And so I'm like, okay. And I'm kind of waiting for another box to come out. No box came out. So I got a silver medal. A week later,
Yeah.
Siskel and Ebert were on. And I get a call. Gene Siskel wants to see you in his dressing room. I'm like, okay. Like, why me? And I go down there, and he's like, I need a few jokes. I'm like, okay. So I wrote a page of jokes. And I ran back down, and I gave it to him. He's like, oh, this is good. This is good. I don't like this. This is good. It's like, this is great. Thank you. And he's like, can I pay you or something? I'm like, no, please. It's my pleasure. He goes, here. And he gives me the white box, the same white box that Dave gave all of us and everything. So I opened it, and it was another silver medal. It was another silver bar. and
Good joke.
it was a really good joke. It's a really good joke. And then a few days later, we were all on vacation. And I was on a plane, and the stewardess comes over and says, sir, I have something for you. And I'm like, what? And she gives me the white box, and I opened it, and there was a gold medal. It was a joke that lasted like 3 weeks, and it paid off on an airplane on my way to like the Bahamas, which was pretty strong.
So one of the other things that we did was we would shoot pieces with Biff Henderson. We'd go to some of the smallest towns in America, and that was always fun because these were towns that had like 100 people, and it was always great to see what their life was like.
The only thing that was consistent, every place Biff went, they would ask somebody there, hey, are you a fan of David Letterman? And there'd always be some old guy who's like, I don't like David Letterman. And that made Dave laugh every single time. He'd be like, wait a minute, play that again.
It was usually a lady who would say, well, I don't care for him. Dave loved that, and it made the piece every single time. Yeah. The very first time that we shot one of those pieces, the RV people wanted to do something with us, so they gave us like the top of the line, brand new Winnebago to use in our piece. And I swear to God, within 15 minutes, we crashed the side of it.
For our trip to Turkey, we somehow weaseled a free brand new $250,000 Winnebago loaded. I'm talking queen size bed, large shower, refrigerator, freezer, dishwasher, microwave, 2 couches, kitchen table, washer, dryer, CD player, 2 large screen televisions, and a VCR. First thing we did was put a nice big dent in the side. Thank goodness you're a millionaire, Dave, but you got one big ass lawsuit ahead of you.
During the chaos of the day, other things would come up that would grab your attention, and you'd have to divert your attention to that. And I remember that there was one day that we were all getting ready for the show. Jude Brennan had a piece of paper that she wanted to read to the producers, and she told Dave that he had won the prestigious Aftonbladet Award.
We received the call today. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at this year's winner, Best TV Personality Non-Swedish.
Oh, my goodness. Fantastic.
And here is the Aftonbladet itself.
It's beautiful, yeah, it's beautiful.
Is that lovely? Very nice.
It's lovely. Guys.
Some assembly required.
Okay, well, okay. God damn it. They don't give those things to. Hey.
And Dave was excited. Oh my God, he won an Aftonbladet.
I won an Aftonbladet. Did you guys hear? I won an Aftonbladet.
Yeah,
we heard.
He's talking about. So, so he was like, okay. He said to us, I'm going to need a speech, a thank you speech.
And the only information we had was previous winner was Dallas star Larry Hagman.
That's right. I
Like,
forgot
how
about
the hell
that.
are we going to, how do we even, like, where do you start?
So we went to work on the thank you speech. We gave it to Dave. He's, he usually does his take on things and adds funny things here and there. He looked at it. He's like, okay, put it on cards.
That was it. It's the only thing we wrote.
In 17 years, actually in our entire TV career,
Any job we've ever worked on where it's like, nope, no, it's perfect. Let's do it.
the best thing we ever wrote.
I'm sorry I can't be with you tonight, but I don't live in your country. Thank you for honoring me with this award for male TV personality, non-Swedish. I can't tell you how many times I have been to the home of 1983 winner Larry Hagman, pointed to his mantle and said, someday, I hope to receive my very own Aftonbladet. Well, that day is today. Thank you, and God bless the Swedes. And now, in order to get the award, they wanted a picture taken of me. So John, is John here? John, Mr. Philo, just take a second. Thank you very much. And I know, Paul, I got a little of this in rehearsal, and I know you were sweet enough to prepare a little something special tonight.
I have,
right?
yeah.
Take it away. Here's Paul Schaefer.
Thank you. I'm thrilled about this, and I hope I get it right. Anton, anytime. Sweden knows that which they speak about. Abba grows on you without a doubt. Oh yeah, you can shine, win the prize, even though you're not a Swede. Ooh, no doubt about it. You're Aftonbladet, male TV personality, non-Swedish male TV personality, non-Swedish male TV personality.
In 2010, the Super Bowl was going to air on CBS. They told us that we would have a 10-second promo during the Super Bowl, which is amazing. This was when Jay Leno and Conan were fighting. It would be great if, like, the big reveal is that Dave's Super Bowl party is Dave, Jay, and Conan, and they didn't want any part of that. So somebody had the great idea of getting Dave, Oprah, and Jay together as the big surprise.
The one condition for everybody was it's kept a secret.
Nobody would know about it.
Yeah.
So a small group of people at Late Show knew about it. Not everybody did. The people that were constructing the set didn't know. We really had to keep it tight. Oprah arrives in a hoodie, and they sneaked her in, and nobody knew it was Oprah. And then Jay Leno arrived in disguise, apparently, which I guess is not wearing denim or something. We're standing on the set just waiting for this thing to come together. And at some point, Jay Leno comes up, and he's just standing there. One of the stagehands, who didn't know what we were doing, he had a look of shock that Jay Leno was right there on the set. And he got my attention. He had a deep smoker's voice, and he said, "Eric." And I was like, "Yeah, you want me to do something about this?" And I was like, no, we invited him. It's okay. Like, he's our guest today. He's like, "Okay, all right, you change your mind, you let me know."
I thought Jay Leno somehow snuck in to our studio to steal the Late Show secrets.
Right, it's like the Hamburglar.
This is the worst Super Bowl party ever.
Now, Dave, be nice.
Oh, he's just saying that because I'm here.
Oh, he's just saying that because I'm here.
So let's talk about Lyle the Intern. Lyle the Intern was a brilliant character that was played by the brilliant Jimmy Simpson, and it was a lot of fun to write. Jimmy's a great actor. We had seen him on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he played a super creepy character that wore a robe all the time.
And drank milk, warm milk.
Yeah. And he was doing a show, a Broadway show in New York City, and we reached out to see if he wanted to do something on the show. And he said yes.
He wasn't as creepy at the start. He was just like kind of like an odd guy, a weird guy, not intimidated by Dave.
It was a weird power structure because Dave would be talking, and then Lyle would come out and interrupt the show and just hang out and take the higher power.
Listen, any of you girls out there feeling the Lyle vibe right about now, you want to meet for a drinky drink, you just show up at the theater here tonight.
What was that last little thing there?
I said, if you want to meet for a drinky drink, you just show up here at the theater tonight.
Oh, okay.
Make it around 10-ish.
10-ish, good.
Oh, yeah, and bring an easy friend for Dingus over here. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
After the first one, Dave loved it. And he's like, you know, let's do as much Lyle as we can. And the more we would kind of add to the character, the more Jimmy brought to the table. Like the like all that stuff was him. It wasn't us.
Yeah.
Shunk.
Wow.
Shunk.
What? That's extra creepy.
Yeah.
Well.
For some reason, he really liked Paul.
Yeah.
Like, Lyle was a huge fan of Paul.
And we didn't write that. That was all Jimmy.
I know where you live, beyond.
Thanks, Lyle. Lyle the Intern. Wow. See, he seems like he likes you. Do you guys get along?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, that's America's perception of what it is.
I see.
And then sometimes we get a call from Kathy Mavrakakis. CBS called, you can't say yam bag. I'm like, why? What's a yam bag? and they're like, well, you know what it's supposed to be. I'm like, a bag of yams. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And she goes, I'll call him back. And then she's like, okay, they're fine with it.
I don't want to squeeze your yam bags or nothing. School of life, yam bag, school of life.
We had to say fracking.
Yeah.
Instead of the F word. And CBS said you can't say fracking. And I'm like, why can't you say fracking? And they said, because the audience knows what you're implying. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. So yam bag was fine, but fracking was an issue. It was like, all right, fine, we'll get rid of the fracking.
You don't think I do anything around this dump, but I do things. I do terrible, awful, terrible things. Who kills the rats in the theater? Me.
Yeah.
When the stagehands spit in your coffee, who tries to clean some of it out?
Yeah.
Me. Who shaves you down nice and smooth like a baby? This guy.
Now, again, Lyle, that never happened.
Shut your mouth hole. You don't appreciate me, David. You don't appreciate me, but you should, because I am the best intern that has ever lived. I take care of your wants and your needs and your cares. But if you prick me, David, do I not bleed? So please, just please, watch your mouth, ass bag. It's all yours, Paul.
There's also times where celebrity moments would kind of remind you of just how silly everything was. Like, we'd be rushing to get the show done, and we're in the hallway rewriting and like Justin and I arguing, like, what's the right line to put in? What do we do here? How are we going to get this done? I remember this one time where like we were really getting worked up, and then all of a sudden the elevator door outside of the dressing room opened up, and there was Gavin MacLeod dressed as Captain Stubing, and he waved at us.
Hello.
and everything was fine.
Everything's fine after that. It doesn't matter. Everything was fine. Wow, this is very therapeutic.